continue to lose your caviar, at least down it with some of this Cabernet.
Thank you. Oh.
And that's time. All right, guys, you now have 32 seconds to do that same scene. So put your editing hats on your marks, get set, go.
Really, brother, you've had far too much caviar. I told you to quit an hour ago.
I love the taste of those eggs.
Must you be so scrambled?
I can't look on the sunny side so often.
Listen, brother, if you must continue to expel the caviar, do it over easy.
I would have been hard-boiled had I not poached your opinions.
If you must continue with this, at least have some Cabernet Sauvignon.
Thank you for the wonderful yolks.
All right, next up, you're going to do that same scene in 16 seconds. On your marks, get set, go.
Really, brother, no one likes scrambled caviar.
I'm sorry, I'm not hard-boiled like you are.
Well, listen, if you must continue, get it over easy.
Oh, please, something to drink.
Have some Cabernet.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. All right. Next, we're going to do it in 8 seconds. On your marks, get set, go.
Must you scramble your caviar?
I'm not a hard-boiled individual.
Just get it over easy.
Thank you, brother.
All right, 4 seconds. On your marks, get set, go.
Caviar again?
I'm soft.
Have a drink.
All right, and finally, in 2 seconds. On your marks, get set, go.
Put it on the cracker. We'll give it to Mom and Dad.
Our next game is actually going to be one that's a little bit longer, and it's one that we call New Offer. It's going to be a game for myself and for Stacy. Joe, if you could get inspiration, please.
More than happy to, for the wonderfully educated and beautiful home audience and live audience. If I can get from you a crucial moment in history, please, like the Hamilton-Burr duel.
Bay of Pigs.
I heard something about Marie Antoinette.
I heard something about Marie Antoinette as well. We're going to go with your inspiration being Marie Antoinette. Now, for this scene, anytime that our wonderful, wonderful performers hear this sound, assuming I can get the sound to work, which I can't. Okay, no big deal. I'm going to make a ding noise, and anytime I make a ding noise, they will have to change the last thing that they said. So, for example, if Andy were to say,
"Why, cracky, I've got it. I think there's a solution around the corner."
And it would go on like that. So, their inspiration is Marie Antoinette. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to give to you at this time, New Offer.
Oh, I really don't care, do you?
I've always found that the award shows are so tedious.
Aren't they? And there's so much cake.
It's a crucial part of that show to have so much cake. How else will we know that Brian's Craigslist joke is up for Best Award?
Yes, I admit that Craigslist-themed cake was quite tasty.
It was very long, too, so it served everyone.
Mm.
It was outdated and dry.
Yes, well, how do I look?
I've found your appearance to be equally outdated and dry.
Jonathan, how could you?
You've asked me not to comment before you leave the house, and so I've not warned you in several days.
How long have I looked outdated and dry?
Several days.
Oh! Well, this
since your birthday.
My birthday was 17 weeks ago.
I didn't stutter.
Jonathan, that's it. I've had it. This is grounds for divorce. Jonathan, that's it. I've had it. This is grounds for termination. Jonathan, that's it. I've had it. This is grounds to get it on.
My word! I didn't think that we'd be partaking of the jacket closet at this time.
Well, what can I say? Those pickup artists are correct. Negging really does work.
Negging implies that there's a backhanded compliment. I did nothing of the sort. Negging is a technique for the common folk. I use abstraction. My dear, I've already had you. Negging won't work at this point.
So what are you saying? You don't need to put any effort into our relationship any longer?
I'm saying the relationship can't get any worse by making it negative.
Well, Jonathan, I suppose we've reached an impasse.
Yes. Perhaps next time, you could reach my impasse.
Jonathan, I thought you'd never ask.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I'm killing it there before I end up getting someone in trouble. Everybody who's married and not to each other. Like signs, man.
Our next game is going to be the one where typing in will be very useful. We have a game called World's Worst. In World's Worst, each of us is going to step forward with a quick, fast little joke based off of the type of job that you guys have, job, relationship, anything else like that, which you guys have put into the chat. For instance, the world's worst. Thank you, Adam. Okay, there we go. We got a few already. Never mind, we're good. We have options. Keep putting them in there. We'll start using them. All right. First one is world's worst president. Ding.
World's worst cheesemonger. Actually, guys, I'm allergic to mold, so if you could just put some bleach on that, that'd be great.
Yes. I would like to scoop out your toe jam to use it to flavor this gorgonzola.
I'm lactose intolerant, so if you could get some Lactaid, that would be great.
World's worst mall Santa.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ding! Capitalism is a trap, and your parents are unhappy.
Yeah, there's nothing to love in life anymore. You might as well give up, kid. That fire truck's not coming.
Come sit on Santa's lap. We can talk about anything that pops up.
Oh, ding! World's worst almond milker. Okay, ding. World's worst defense attorney.
And that is why my client isn't even here in the courtroom today.
Oh yeah, he's guilty. Super guilty.
Listen, Your Honor, the two Utes that are sitting right here beside me today.
World's worst Instagram influencer.
Today, I'm going to show you how to milk an almond.
Okay. I seriously need someone to teach me how to use the camera on this thing. I mean, there's buttons, right?
World's worst Uber driver.
Come on in, sit on my lap. We'll talk about whatever pops up.
So yeah, I apologize. My Toyota had to be returned and they didn't give me a fresh one. So if you hop on my back, don't worry. Just ignore the yellow COVID vest.
World's worst cat burglar. Excuse me? Excuse me, yes. Your TV isn't of a high enough quality for me to steal it. Do you have something better?
You said a
So
cat.
I'm trying something new. I'm gonna bring some tap shoes with me today. I'm super excited.
How about the world's worst veterinarian, since Andy's got his dog?
Oh no, I already released him. He's run back to his mom.
There's the first one. You didn't even finish the
Only
checkup.
so much prop comedy you can do in your own garage.
World's worst veterinarians. Go.
So I'm doing this part-time to make the ends meet before I'm back at the mall.
So, listen. Remember that you had a cat when you came here? Yeah.
World's worst Sephora salesperson. Oh yeah, this is all bullshit. All of it.
So when I came over here, I just knew that I needed to do everything there to make it better.
So, listen. The fact of the matter is, we actually just buy Mac product and throw our own labels on it.
Oh honey, it's not gonna help.
There was a time when I used to make those choices as well. Let me show you.
Oh, shit.
World's worst motivational speaker.
And so that's why I am here to talk to you. Came up from my van down by the river.
All right. Here's the thing. Half of you here today aren't nearly smart enough to be good. The other half are too ugly.
I mean, you can't really do anything. You can do something, maybe. World's worst poet.
I can rhyme know it with poet.
I put the emphasis on the correct syllable.
There was a girl whose hair was a golden orange.
Oh no.
Thank you very much for that feedback. I didn't think it was that obvious that my adolescent repressions were coming through in the soliloquy. Oh, God.
Oh yeah, I'm really in it for the money.
And let's go ahead and wrap this up with the world's worst VHS salesman. VHS.
Sorry guys, I'm just really wound up right now.
Hey.
Hello, yes, I would like to know if you would be interested in getting the movie Titanic on 18 VHS video cassettes. No. DVDs, they're so passe. Blu-ray? What? No, that's something that they shoot in outer space. VHS, it'll last forever. Don't get it warm.
I would like to show you some of my wares. Let's step out to my VHS and magnet collection that I have here at my truck.
Oh my god. Wait. You're telling me they rewind too?
Listen, pal. The only reason that VHS is gonna win over Beta is porn.
Yeah, that's the history of the world now. So goes porn, so goes the universe.
That'll do it. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah. That's why we have Blu-ray and not HD DVDs right now.
That's right.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys so very much. It's been a blast. We're going to go ahead and toss it back over to our wonderful hosts.
Hello, hello. Everyone, if you could come back, let's. We're not going to come back until you guys come back, so let's turn those cameras back on.
Everybody unmute and let's hear it loud for Trapped in a Rumor. That was amazing.
Yay! All right. You guys really are jacks of all trades when it comes to improv.
That was great. I love that.
So next up we have Alex. Before Alex, we're going to do a quick top 10 list. Wait, what's that? We couldn't even get a top 10 list.
I think it's top 10 minus 4. Pandemic top
It's
6.
a free show, guys. You know, our creativity just ran out. Well, we'll send, if you upgrade for the premium version, we'll send you 4 more in the mail.
Top 10 list before it got baked.
Yeah, exactly. The wind blew it away, the rest of our cue cards. What's funny is I made cue cards because I'm like, I don't want to be fiddling around with technology during the show. That's going to go wrong. I didn't think about the wind. All right, so this is the pandemic top 6. The top 6 things. So number 1 is...
All right, number 1, everybody. Number 1 pandemic thing is celibacy.
Yeah.
All right.
In-person dating is now illegal.
Yeah, man. No, I get like Gavin Newsom before.
Well, at least I can say I'm finally a hipster because I was celibate before it's cool to be celibate.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right. Number 2 of 6. Pandemic activity is drinking heavily.
Yeah, let's do a fun little game. If you want to know what your pandemic alcoholic name is, you just take your first name and you follow it by your last name.
Hi, my name is Brian Knipp, and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Okay, great. Number 3 pandemic thing is existential dread. And you know what? People are freaking out, and it's like they've never experienced existential dread before. And I experience existential dread every day. Come on, people. Haven't you ever had a near-death experience before? Or haven't you ever dated a girl who lives in Pleasant Hill? Weren't you all alive during the Brangelina split? Or have you ever been bombing on stage during a self-produced online variety show? All right. Excellent. Number 4 of 6 is online blame.
Anything. Because you no longer have to use the prefix when you talk about doing things online.
That's right, Narek, because whether it's dating, shopping, or arguments, you no longer have to use the prefix online.
Hey, I'm going to an online wedding next week.
No, you're going to a wedding. You only need to specify if the wedding is an in-person wedding. All right. Number 5. Pretending to work. So, everybody working from home, it really just seems like a lot of us are pretending to work. So hey, Narek, where do you pretend to work?
I pretend to work at a tech startup.
Oh yeah? You pretend to work hard?
Yeah, I pretend to work 50 hours a week.
Does your boss do a good job pretending to manage you?
Yeah, he pretends to manage. Oh man.
How well does he pretend to manage you?
Really well.
Excellent. Okay. All right, finally. Number 6 thing is variety shows, particularly the online variety. You know what? These are a great way. There's no better way to exploit your friends' utter lack of options.
And a great way to exploit their talents for free labor.
Excellent. All right, that's the pandemic top 6.
All right.
If you want the final 4 to make the top 10, please send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we will mail it to you within 10 business days.
All right. Next up, we have a very talented comic.
It's Alex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What were you correcting me?
Oh, I was just making sure. Alex is one of my favorite comics on the lineup tonight. So you all are in for a treat. All right, everyone, please unmute yourself, put on your video, and get ready for Alex Barra. All right, take it, Alex.
Woo. Yeah. What a time to be alive. Oh my gosh, you guys look so good today. Hi, Tyson. Guys, I have such a crush on Tyson. It's okay. It's not perfect. Anywho, so I was talking to my friend about the national anthem recently, and our conversation went a little bit like this. Alex, did you know that people are trying to change the national anthem to that John Mayer song? What John Mayer song are you talking about? I'm drawing a blank. You know, the one that goes, "Imagine all the people." I'm like, John Lennon?
Oh no.
Like, I was excited because I was like, oh my God, John Mayer, they're finally changing the anthem to Why Georgia Why. Oh my God. Any John Mayer fans out there? No? Oh, well, maybe there's one, but like, I'm okay if you're not. But I like kind of went into like a John Mayer wormhole recently, and I'm gonna share it with you all.
Yes.
So there's this Reddit page dedicated to John Mayer, and it's titled, "Why was John Mayer considered an asshole?" One lady commented, "Egotistical playboy, but I love that asshole though, heart." You know, Tori is still clearly reliving her glory days in high school, and she's John Mayer while engaging in vanilla sex with her boyfriend. Like, it's fine. So we get it. I get it, Tori. And then another comment said, like, he said something about his dick being a white supremacist. What? How could your dick be a white supremacist? And so I thought, number one, this is clearly why I'm gay and I hate men. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, what does that actually mean? Like, does his dick curve to the far right, radical right, or the alt right? I don't know. I'm gay, but I'll still throw a good dick joke in there for all of you just to keep you on your toes, you know? But so during quarantine, my straight friends are starting to look to me for attention because I'm the closest thing that they could get to male validation, guys. Just a bear. So my friends started to send me their weight loss photos. I ask, is this the fat picture? No, Alex, this is the after picture. Oh, my bad, dog. So I'm doing a really good job at filling that male void in their life by still making them feel like garbage, you know? But listen, they're all friends until they make a bad choice, you know what I mean? Then I become their zaddy, it's fine. But I went to Catholic school. Any Catholic school survivors up in here? All right.
Yes.
We got some. That's okay. I mean, it was traumatic enough, right? So I learned a lot in Catholic school. I'm a green belt in Tai Non Do. I'm being serious. Sister Mary Catherine taught us Taekwondo every Thursday. Lady was a real creature of habit. And a huge bitch. But I love Taekwondo. There's nothing like beating the shit out of Jessica legally at school, you know? So they split us up by gender. And so we had the boys and the girls, like a traditional Catholic school, you know. Can't see them while they're doing gym. And so my friends and I had an underground fight club situation going on. So like we would bet on the sparring rounds. And so we'd be like, yo, who's gonna take this? Is it gonna be Katie or Molly? And, you know, you'd have them be like, you know what, Katie's gonna take it. She's scrappy. Have you seen her at track practice? Like, she's freaking killing it. Yo, have you seen Molly? Molly's got this, guys. I heard she beat up her boyfriend last month after being high on bath salts in the Hamptons. I didn't know they were into bath salts already on Long Island. Wild. But meanwhile, like, as all of this is going on, this betting and this underground situation, Sister Mary Catherine is hella into making these girls warriors of Christ, right? You know, palm strike Satan, girls, palm strike Satan. Scissor kick in his name with a capital H. But she trained us really well, though. I feel like whenever I would go into Brother Mike's office for guidance, whenever he tried to braid my hair, I can now fight him off, so it's good. Braiding my hair. Yeah, they're kind of weird. I've started dieting in quarantine because I thought that enough was enough. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you guys hear me?
Yep.
So I started intermittent fasting. So, yeah, do less, Alex, do less. But during intermittent fasting, what happens is your body goes into autophagy, and that's where your cells start eating themselves, right? And like that's how you lose the weight. But you know, at least that's a start, and something is eating me. So, I mean, have you guys all been catching up with Britney Spears lately? Like, is everyone aware of what is happening right now with her?
Yes.
Okay, was that Amanda, let's talk woman to woman about Britney Spears right now, okay? Do you think she's okay?
No, she's a prisoner, man.
I think she's a prisoner too. So for everyone that doesn't know and doesn't follow Britney Spears religiously, she has a conservatorship. And her parents, I think a lawyer runs it, and she literally cannot make any decision. She can't go on vacation. She can't buy something off Amazon. Her life is just out of her control. And so if you start following her on Instagram, it's a trip. It's freaking wild, and I would recommend it. So one of her posts was more disturbing than usual recently, and it was a painting of two cats that looked like they went through Chernobyl. When I was up here, when I was down here, and I was kind of like, okay, like this is interesting, Brit, like what's happening? What happened today? And so like the caption of the thing was, keep the ones you love safe, God bless, and wash your hands. No, realness from Britney. And like, but you know what? I'm more concerned on those cats. Someone needs to check in on them. I'm worried. But does anyone get car sickness? No? I'm the only one? Okay, Dan, thank you. Okay, but one of us or two of us get car sick. So, or Tyson too, good. Not good that you get car sick. There's more than three of us. I learned this trick recently when I was on a trip to Yosemite, that if you start feeling sick, you should bark out the window 30 times like a dog, and you'll feel better. And so it worked, and I have 4 bitches on speed dial now. But here's my question that I really want to ask you all. Like, oh my God, is that a child?
Sorry.
Child. Yeah. Wait, what is his name, Stacey?
Roxy.
Oh, it's her name, Roxy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Roxy, that you're gonna hear my horrible set.
Keep going.
But so like the question that I have is, do you think DMX was always car sick and that's why he was always barking? Like, I mean, party up, man. Things that I think about during quarantine now, like, is DMX okay too? Oh my God. So I've also been really scared to go to the supermarket. Is anyone else scared? No? Am I the only like crazy person that's like terrified of this?
It's Nicolette over there waving.
I was scared too.
Over there? Okay, good. I see you waving now. Okay, I can't see. But So in order to prepare for this, I started watching Supermarket Sweep on Netflix. And that show is pretty wild. They're literally only playing for $5,000 and all the groceries that you can get. I mean, it's the most American game show program right now. They're looting a supermarket, guys. But like, the thing that gets me is, I think Supermarket Sweep would like be really hard for us to do now, because like we have food that isn't food now, you know? Like you go to Whole Foods, like suppose we did it in Whole Foods, right? And like there was a mystery prize we needed you to get. And so you run back and you bring it to the host and you're like, we got the mystery prize, we win, right? And the host goes, you got the dairy-free loaf right there, right? But what we're really looking for is the gluten-free, dairy-free cake. Like, fuck you, man. I'm just trying to win. But I recently found out that Japan has started to track their penguin romances via a network diagram. Has anyone heard about this? It's wild. It's wild. I feel like I'm really informing you all today in case you don't know culture. So you're welcome. So I was looking at this diagram and I really feel like I could make a diagram for my lesbian friends. Like you like look over and like there's like this pod of like lesbians, like they're all like doing their quarantine thing, they're all Zoom dating, and then you have me over here, just a penguin sitting on someone random person's egg, just waiting for somebody to marry me. Yeah. But I feel like I need to figure out this penguin diagram because number one, it's in Japanese. So like I don't know Japanese. Does anyone know Japanese?
Barely.
Barely. Okay, I think that was Elizabeth. I'm gonna have to talk to you after the show, if you do a little bit, because I need to figure out what's going on. Because what they have is they have a key for the relationships of the penguins. There are 4 key things, right? There's a heart, that means they're in a relationship. Broken heart, they broke up, trouble in paradise. Heart with a question mark, like maybe a budding romance. I don't know, like could be something good. Then you have a penguin face with a musical note, and they're obviously musical collaborators. And then you have a penguin face with a little asterisk, and those are the Ponzi scheme members. You know, you got a little Birdie Madoff over there stealing everyone's shit, you know? It's okay, guys. That one never hits, but so I feel like when I was looking at this diagram, there was this one girl penguin that broke the hearts of 6 male penguins this year alone. 6, right? 6. That's long. It's a lot, right? Her name is definitely Sarah. Like, and so, what I want to know first of all is like, what's her secret? Like, what app is she on? And is it anal? Is it anal? Like, you know what? I know that's just the tip of the iceberg for her, and we have a couple more here. I know, guys. It's okay. We'll make it through this set. Don't worry. But you know what I was really happy to see on this thing though? An LGBT penguin. There was 2 male penguin relationships. Hell yeah. They were together and they knew they were gay because they took way too long to decide the curtains for their den. But I looked closer at the diagram and they're in a throuple with a female penguin. Like, I give her credit though, being in a relationship with 2 gay guys, like, she's a fucking unicorn. But I think that penguins are actually becoming my new favorite animal, because they actually scissor to have sex. Yeah, I said that. So they have cloacas because male penguins don't have penises. So they do their thing, whatever. And I really admire them because they're the only animal on this planet that can scissor to completion. Besides my friend Elise, but that's here nor there. But so like I'm all obsessed with penguins, and this is what the quarantine is doing to me, guys. Like I'm just becoming this like current event like troll. Like I haven't got my hair cut in like 6 months. And is anyone else feeling the haircut pain besides Brian?
Me too.
Ugh, it's horrible. What is everyone gonna do? Can somebody tell me like what they're gonna do?
Lafayette has moved their salons into the parking lots in the back alleys, so that way you can get your haircut now.
Oh, so I need to come to Lafayette then, Andrew, huh?
Yeah, but you say Lafayette if you want to sound like a local and not like somebody who's educated.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to come there, and I won't say it again because I'm not. But I believe that's all my time for today. You guys were awesome. I was trying out some new stuff, and I appreciate and love you all.
It was great.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, that was amazing. Let's hear it again for Alex.
Like if it's your first time on the show and you like came in, you're like, why do people tune in? These hosts suck. What's going on? And then you see the performers, and you're like, oh, I get it now. You know. So.
And Narek Pizza's here.
Nice.
So I'm gonna leave you to introduce the next act, and I'm gonna go get the pizza.
This actually would work better as Garth. No, I got it.
You got it. Okay.
But there actually is a scene in Wayne's World where Wayne walks out and Garth just does this for a while. Actually, the next segment is going to be my friend Dan. He's going to come up here and steal some jokes from like 4-year-olds. And then that's
All right, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hello. So can they just like hear me? I don't need a mic. Oh. Snap.
Woo!
All right.
You want confirmation? Can you guys hear Dan?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
Bit low.
What?
Yeah. So these jokes are definitely 100% stolen from children. I did not come up with these jokes, and that's not a joke. That's serious. Nicolette's here to help me deliver these jokes. They're very good. Okay. Nicolette, how are the seagull and the beagle friends?
How?
They rhymed. The man says, "What do we do with all this mess?"
What?
Just give up. There was a guy who had problems. Every time he laughed, he can't breathe. His friend keeps telling him funny jokes without knowing about this. So the guy with problems is like, "Stop, I can't breathe." So he died. Nicolette, what would Disney Channel be without Disney?
What?
Just a channel. Why wolves howl?
Why?
Because they have no idea what they are doing. What does NASA stand for?
What?
Not another spaceship. Ah! Get it? There was 2 fish in a tank, and one of the fish said, "Do you know how to drive this thing?" Because the fish are driving the tank in a war.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is a big dude. Not. Bye. Nicolette, what is big and white and sits by a tree?
What?
A fridge. I seriously, I did not write these. This is a conversation entitled "My Life." There are 2 characters. There's Mom and me. Mom says, "What is this mess on the floor?" Me, "I dropped my sock by mistake." Mom, You're grounded. Nicolette, why did the tiger throw up on the couch?
Why?
He was sick. Here's another conversation. Mom, Tom hit me. No, you hit yourself. Nicolette, what's the best month? What's the best month to have a celebration?
What?
March. Okay, we need to do this one together. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Do you want me to wash your house?
No, thank you.
Okay. Nicolette, what do you get when you cross a dinosaur with a cat?
What?
That would never happen. Nicolette, what is my sister and her friends?
What?
Stupid. What do you call an orange with no skin?
What?
No skin man. Where do I live?
Where?
In a bag of trash. Why did the egg get arrested?
Why?
The cops didn't know what it was.
Sounds like
it. Do you know what a turkey likes to eat?
What?
Probably not turkey. Guess what skills a ninja has?
What?
Nobody knows because you will never see them coming. A man and a lizard walk into a bar, and the barman says, "No lizards." Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor Dentist.
Dr. Dentist. Who?
How can you be a doctor and a dentist? There is not enough time. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm about like 60% of the way.
Keep going.
All right, cool. Why did the one-eyed dinosaur have one eye?
Why?
Because he had one eye. Nicolette, why do monkeys swing?
Why?
Because they think they are special.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nicolette, why did the farmer milk the cow's leg?
Why?
He does not know anything. Knock, knock. Okay. Knock, knock.
What is it?
A piano.
A piano who?
A piano you bought from Amazon. You must pay now, sir, please. Why do we have to wear uniform?
Why?
So you don't know which one is you. This one is horrifically misspelled, but I'll work my way through it. If spiders can't walk, they would be raisins. Wood is spelled like W-O-O-D. Spiders is spaders. Okay. A man with a huge orange head goes in to see a doctor. The doctor says, "How did you get such a huge orange head?" Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Peter.
Okay, LOL.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider web. Knock, knock.
Toilet to the rescue!
What does the crocodile say to his doctor?
What?
Sup. This one's great. Harry Potter, more like Harry Snotter. What did the disco spider say to the mushroom?
What?
Want to have a boogie? Okay, all right. We're out of time, but I have 2 more. Nicolette, how many boxes are there?
How many?
0. And the last one, who destroy the city?
Who?
Buttzilla. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Tell the Cyclops one.
What?
Tell the giant one.
Oh, that
One
one was
more.
actually
One
good.
more. Encore.
Where was the giant one? It was actually like on the border of being good.
Yeah, the one that was actually almost good.
Actually, I kind of like this one. What has 2 arms and 4? What has 2 legs and 4 arms?
What?
General Grievous from Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. All right.
Child labor.
All right, that was so great.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, as somebody who spends a lot of time writing jokes that work, I didn't realize I could just do jokes that don't. And there's like a site I could submit them to. Like, this changes a lot.
It really does. I can't wait to submit my jokes to this website.
Yeah. Okay, actually, we had a segment we want to do. It's called you have the little banner we're gonna put up.
Oh, the refresh my memory.
I think it's called Show Us Your Kitties.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one
It's all right.
preloaded actually.
Oh man, this is perfect for this show. Does anybody have cats that they're willing to show? Put on
Oh my God, do I ever?
Let's see it.
Yeah, show some pussy.
This is the segment where I'm supposed. Oh, we have 2 cats. All right, we have. Yeah. All right, Melissa, what's your cat's name?
Oh, Corduroy.
What is it?
Corduroy.
Corduroy? Oh, nice. It looks like it's kind of wearing corduroy. I like that. I like that. Man. All right. That's all. That was that whole segment. That's all we got.
Thanks for showing us your kitties, Mariko.
All right. Right up next we have Roz. Roz, you ready for this?
There's another one.
Yeah.
All right. Roz has been our good friend for a while. Has performed in the past variety shows. He has sporting a new mustache. I'm wondering if
we probably wouldn't have let him on if we knew this was going to be the case. So I'm sorry. I just apologize for his mustache. You know, I feel responsible for what's on air right now.
With that, we give you Mustache Roz.
Thank you. Right. So let me just act like, oh yeah, I just arrived. Thanks guys for paying attention. Let's do some setups. Here is a PowerPoint presentation. I think you guys can't see it, but let's get right into it. So here's when I think child molestation is okay. Only when you look like this and you intend to use it in a joke to grab attention, and that's it. And move on. What a time to be living in, guys. What a time to be living in. Free speech and stuff. Who thought about that, huh? Free speech with a time restriction of 7 minutes. I'm self-timing myself. So just like cigarette packets, terms and conditions apply here too. So the set is called To Joke or Not to Joke. It's a compilation of some failed jokes. Not necessarily, it's not because they're not funny. It's because some sort of failure I've received. So please laugh if you find them funny. Do not laugh if you're on mute, because there is no point being selfish about your laughter. We will all die alone anyway, so might as well spread it. Okay. So quick audience pulse check. Give it up for your hosts if you don't feel like giving it up for me. All right. Did you guys read about the news from German scientists? They confirmed with certain evidence and clarity that we are living in a simulation. Now that Kanye West is running for president. So his wife said, Kanye has a bipolar disorder. Let's give this privacy. So I will stop making fun of bipolar disorder to respect the sentiments of our future First Lady, Kim Kardashian. So from bipolar, I remember after hearing this particular news, all climate change scientists went from the state of Antarctica to a state of chronic clinical depression. And a leaked videotape showed one of the scientists telling the other, sounded more like a rap. So I'm going to recite that rap for you, which is polar ice caps and melting snow. Not easy, bro. There's no point. And let's smoke a joint. Climate change scientists have an AABB rhyme scheme. By the I'm what they call an alternative comedian. This is what you get for coming for free shows and when you don't have any other alternatives. No, that's legitimately a thing, by the way. It's a proper genre. On a serious note, to respect the fact that I am an alt comedian, let's go ahead and start doing something anti-establishment.
I'll do. We'll just switch.
Oh, what do you want to switch?
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Fuck punchline and setup. Let's go anti-establishment. Let's exercise and stretch a little because there are no jokes, remember? All right. This is going to get really personal. Next one is a failed joke. This joke didn't work at the earlier place I tried it at. Let's see if you guys will appreciate it. They say you should be authentic and start with your origin story. So I'm actually an engineer. I like problem solving, getting down to the bottom of things and identifying what's wrong. The other day, my team was in the room and our director was going over a presentation, showed us a graph of our quarterly financial results. He showed the graph and told us, what do you think is missing here? I quickly jumped and said, a sense of humor. Threw the pen from my hand and then walked away. No one told me such jokes don't work at a workplace. I started going out with this girl at the start of the pandemic. Serious relationship, guys. Serious relationship. Thank you. One person's happy for me. People ask me, how are you managing this during the pandemic? It's hard, but I'm good. I'm very comfortable with the pandemic and everything Zoom. Look at me, so tech savvy. So I'm so comfortable with the technology that my serious relationship both started and ended over Zoom, by the way. I'm at a stage in my life where I've given up on dating. I only go for meaningful relationships. At this point, I exactly know what I want from a person. Breakups can be hard, depending on if you are being broken up with. So our breakup conversation, I remember, went something like this. She told me, Raz, I have something to tell you. And it's not you. And then her video went off and internet got stuck and it kept loading. And then when she came back, I told her, I know it's you and your bad internet connection. I clearly know, guys, what I want from the relationship. A good internet. So in short, that's my story. Here's my last bit. I've been having a hard time writing more stuff. So what do you do when you don't know what to do? Who knows you better than you yourself? Google. So I Googled what to do. The first link I opened started with, they say, find your inner voice. They say, find your inner voice. Now remember, I'm an engineer comedian and I like getting to the bottom of these things. So my next Google search was, who the fuck are they? Why do they know everything? Can they fuck off? How do they know me so well? I barely know them. What can I do to be them? Sit back and reek of wisdom. Just say stuff. And that's it, guys. Thanks for being a lovely audience.
Yeah.
That was totally excellent, man. Like, earlier this week, Roz, messaged me. He's like, you know what? I don't think I can perform this week. I don't have any content.
I don't have a mustache.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. And then I think, was it this morning? He's like, I need 5 minutes in your show. I got something. And he did. So let's hear one more time. All right, up next we have Dean, he's been our audio guy during this show.
Yeah.
And I have some questions for you, Dean. You want to come on stage?
Yeah.
Woo! Can you guys hear me? Oh wait, the audio. Okay. So he's been using a shotgun mic, which is like basically just like a microphone that can catch noise from like 20 feet away. So like you can go up to strangers. And why do you own this thing? Like, are you
Bird watching? That's my nickname for my neighbors.
All right, Dean, you ready?
No.
Yeah, he's not kidding. He was writing stuff down as he was doing audio, so I have no idea what's going on.
All right, guys, how's it going? Can you hear me okay online? Great, thank you. I have been kind of scrambling on my material, so let's see how this flails. Yeah. When I came, my name is Dean, again. A little about me, my background. When I first came to San Francisco, I was a bit of a geek, techie, your typical techie. All of my video game related stand-up comedy just fell flat. I was really disappointed. I wanted to have the Zelda treasure box opening noise when they got to my casket at my funeral, or just like the Pac-Man, like when I die. That would be my lifelong soundtrack, but nobody got it, so I'm not gonna do video game jokes for you. When I did come to San Francisco, being awkward, the only really, really pretty girls that would even talk to me were actually tech recruiters. So I did the only logical thing any engineer would do. I turned my LinkedIn into a dating profile. It says, I'm not single, or I'm not looking for a job. I'm just single. It got a little bit awkward when I went to my coworkers to ask for endorsements on my LinkedIn dating profile. They're like, Dean, no matter how hard the project gets, Dean gets harder. You'll know when Dean's coming, because I really don't know why I wrote that one down. Skills include JavaScript, SQL, and cunnilingus. He can unlatch a bra while knitting with the other hand, apparently. Didn't really get me very far. And sorry. I tried to be more masculine after that, because obviously being a tech geek just didn't go far enough. I really thought it was about being a man's man, but I was also taking a Latin class, and man's man translates to homini homo, and that sounded a little gay to me. So I changed routes immediately. I decided that I gotta think about the most masculine thing a man can do. Can any of you tell me what the most masculine thing you typically attribute to men? Just like, huh? Fishing. That was kind of what I had in mind, but not at all what I had in mind. Interrupting people, mansplaining.
Motherhood.
I feel personally and philosophically, the number one most male thing a man can do is standing while peeing. So the only logical continuation from that would be to be a true alpha male and learn how to stand while defecating. Because the bottom line is, you know, apex predators don't have time to wipe. They just hoist up their slacks and return to the gazelle hunt. When I've been dating, I'm actually grew up Jewish, but that's mostly it's mostly a cultural thing. I don't date exclusively Jews. That's because I haven't found anybody who's exclusively Jew. Everybody's just a little bit Jewish. And I tried, like, I figured, you know, going more masculine, I just grow a mustache and like really wax it, curl it out. I used to live in Castro, so a lot of people would come up to me and be like, "Excuse me, sir, pretty looking. Are you gay?" And I said, "No, I'm not gay. I just have a mustache." But I will say I empathize with the ladies out there because having a mustache is exactly like having a rack. Because I'm always telling those guys, "Excuse me, sir, my eyes are up here." One of the times in my past relationship, I was waxing my mustache, but I didn't realize I got my mustache wax mixed up with my ex's bikini wax. And I was walking around, and I have to tell you, I didn't get a really positive response around San Francisco. The Antifa did not like the landing strip. Made things a little bit awkward. But, you know, I just got out of I got out of a relationship not too long ago. And honestly, that was a bit chaotic. So I have to say COVID has been a really nice change of pace. You know, I've been emotionally distancing for up to 12 feet for several months now. So the like 6 feet, you know, physical distance has just reinforced it for me. And I've been like trying to think, you know, I've been developing, I don't know about you guys, but I have way more garbage lately since COVID started. Just everything's coming in, lots of Amazon packages. I believe the way forward is compost. And the real question is, are we composting our dead people? Because I think that's where the future lies. I mean, honestly, I don't trust America anymore to like get us out of this disaster we're in. I feel like, you know, Donald Trump has no fucking idea what he's doing. At least if I went and lived in Iran, ISIS knows how to enforce face coverings, okay? I can trust the people there. And like, you know, it's just, man, I lost my spot. And I feel like Donald Trump's got like a zero tolerance policy that actually has greater than zero error tolerance in his policy. And that's not what I want. So it's been a little bit disheveling. So one of the things I've been trying to do, I've been trying to get like more positivity in my life. I changed my Google Smart Assistant voice to a different accent. Yeah, I used to be a girl. I just can't take directions from girls, so I switched it. I wanted like Jarvis from Iron Man, so I went with a British voice. That was somehow still too effeminate for me, so I went with New Zealand voice. And then my friends overheard, they're like, "Why do you have a New Zealand guy giving you instructions?" And I was like, I don't know, just the way his voice soothes my soul. And and like the weirdest thing about like COVID is just, you know, people are starting to die from broken heart syndrome. Literally like heart palpitations because they're so lonely and depressed. And it's gotten a little awkward because now this New Zealand smart voice has been telling me to smile more. And me too, ladies, like I gotta empathize. It's just really uncomfortable. My last relationship, part of dating I've come to find is like the most important advice I'd have for anybody going out there and trying to date is be yourself, because being someone else is very fucking confusing. And that's just like the only thing I've come to learn from it. A little bit more about my ex for no reason in particular. I felt she was like a lady of many talents. She had this great idea for a small business. She wanted to come up with an artisanal ruler business. I felt that was a great idea. The best part about artisanal rulers is, every single one is unique. No two rulers are exactly the same. And I find like that's great for like normal everyday things like measuring your junk, because who needs that level of accuracy? It's much more accurate than, say, a banana. And really, it's like it's a woman-owned business. So I'm really tired of the patriarchy mansplaining mathematical accuracy to me half the time. I feel like this would just be the right way to go. It's brought to you by cubit and furlong, totally relevant units of measurement today. And I feel like, this is not the first genius idea I've heard. She was really proud of switching down to 0% nicotine vapes, the Juuls, which is really impressive. So I have to give her that. But continuing to every single day have like this addictive thing, like flavored 0% Juuls are like the LaCroix of air. It's just, I don't get it. It's like someone farted bananas and that's what you're inhaling. And it's like decaf vaping. I don't know. I just, it was interesting because I realized you don't have to be a non-alcoholic to enjoy non-alcoholic beer. And that's been pretty much my conclusions around that. Okay, I got a timer. Sweet. Sorry, I went through half of my notebook and I'm gonna take 2 seconds to be a pain in the ass. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really random subject change because I love segues. I think it'd be really great if Harry Potter was written by an American, because you'd have like a pumpkin spice polyjuice potion and like all the kids every single night would be tuning in at 6 p.m. to That's So Ravenclaw. I would definitely get sorted into, how they have all those different houses? My house somehow would be Malakazar the Moist, just because I feel like it's appropriate. I bet you if it was written by an American, like Harry Potter, I wouldn't get an acceptance letter. I would get a rejection letter and it would say, look, we didn't accept you into Hogwarts, but you can go with our sister school, the University of the Phoenix Online, for internet magic classes. You'd have to wear sorting sandals to figure out which house you're in. But overall, I think it'd be like, still worthwhile. Everybody's like socially distanced learning anyways. And you know what? That's my time. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys.
Woo! All right, everybody. That's Dean Sofer. All right. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was great, Dean. Who knew you were funny?
I can also hold a mic too.
I like how you gripped it firmly. That really resonated well with me. So our next performer is Mariko. Very excited. First time she performed on the online version of the social.
She's performed music in the past.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct.
But
This is comedy, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Mariko, you're doing comedy, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of comedy, but there's some comedy music as well. So
all right,
you get that.
Excellent. All right, we'll turn it over to you. All right, let's hear it from Mariko.
Hi, everyone. 1 second.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry.
There we go.
Should unpin us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to unpin you.
Can she hear me?
Okay. Okay, guys. I have a couple of topics that I want to talk about with you guys today. It's all kind of revolving around like being a kid and like generations, but also Pokemon Go. So when Pokemon Go had just come out, I decided it was worth ruining every single one of my relationships by playing it while walking, in the car, in my own home by painting an illegal mural on the side of my building so I could live on a poke spot. Playing it instead of sleeping when I had important work to do the next day. And this is the song I wrote about Pokemon Go one day at 3 a.m. Okay, let's go. Look at my Pokemon, aren't they neat? Wouldn't you? Sorry, one second. Yeah. Look at my Pokemon, aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my Pokedex is complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a trainer? I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm getting random notifications.
Done.
This is the worst. Okay, I'm going to restart. My Pokemon, aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my Pokedex is complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a trainer with everything? Okay, I'm sorry. Can I pause and go next because my roommate is very much washing the dishes and I can't hear anything? I'm really sorry.
No problem.
Sorry.
Ooh.
We are back. Oh man.
All right. Did they need any help with the dishes? Can we let us know? We can send dish squad.
You know what? Why don't we take some listener calls right now? Yeah, this is a segment we do where people call in. Let's see. I think we have someone on the line. Do we?
Yeah.
Caller?
Yeah.
Caller?
I think let me turn my video on.
All right.
Video caller.
So where are you calling from, caller?
Just hold on. I think I'm having some connectivity issues.
You sound familiar.
What are you talking about? No.
Are you somebody we may have seen on TV or something?
I don't know. I have no idea. Hold on.
She's not. I don't know.
Where are you? What city are you calling from?
I'll let you know. Just
Man, this is a mysterious caller.
Just too much hurry. All right, guys. Just second.
Okay. Yeah,
I know there's a raging helicopter in my background. At first, I wanted to call in and say, congratulations on your little show. It's the best. Your little show. It's fantastic. Winning so hard. Except I have some feedback for everyone. I didn't like Dean said. I think he did work because he was making fun of me.
Maybe land that helicopter. You might want to turn the engine off.
Just a second. Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Can you turn off your helicopter?
Yeah, on it. It's in a loop. It keeps going on. So, yeah.
Mariko's roommate riding that helicopter, is that?
Yeah, that's what was happening. So Dean needs work. Dean was making too much fun of me. The Raz guy, really funny. Really funny. I don't see him on the call anymore, but just let him know that I told him. Very funny guy. I like the fact that your show is also very, very American-made production. Barely any sign of immigrants. Fuck immigrants. Don't tell anyone. Here's a secret. I'm planning to build a wall between US and India. You know, people they send from India, they're all JavaScript developers, product managers, just horrible, horrible people. We need to improve that. And I would also, I've been watching your show all this while, and I want to thank the hosts, Baron and Narnia. Really, really fine and fantastic lesbians, both of them. much better than Rosie O'Donnell. People say I don't support LBTGQ, but that's not true. I love L, and L loves me. They've told me that. Let me tell you that. And people say sometimes I just rant and I keep going on, and this is probably some mental decline or dementia, but that's not fully true.
You know, when you say that, it kind of sounds like you might be going through mental decline or dementia. I'm just putting that out there.
All right, that's rude. That's rude right there. That's rude. Know that you guys are just like me. You guys are funny people trying to put a show. I do that every day too. Running a show.
Oh.
All right, my helicopter's right there. I need to go, guys. Great show. All the best. Bye.
Well, I mean, what a great president. I'm so glad he called, and I'm definitely voting for him. Not. Oh man, can you believe he cut funding to the WHO?
Ooh, it's getting hot and heavy there, but take it off. All right.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Move it over.
All right.
So what was that, Narek?
I was saying, can you believe he cut the funding to the WHO?
Wait, the who?
No. The WHO.
Oh, but that's too bad. I love that song, Pinball Wizard.
No. The World Health Association.
Oh, okay. Well, what was this?
You know his last trip to China when he met with Xi?
Who's she?
Xi, the Prime Minister of China.
Yeah, but what's her name?
And Xi.
Beautiful.
Mariko, how we doing?
Okay, I'm good now, guys. Sorry, I live in a very small apartment, and when you live in a small apartment, things happen to you, such as somebody is simultaneously washing dishes and also playing the flute at the same time. So you can't hear yourself singing or know if you're on key. So now we're all good. Sorry, everyone. Okay, so this is the song I wrote at 3 a.m. around when Pokemon Go came out. And it's kind of like an ode to Pokemon Go because I loved it so much when it came out. Look at my Pokemon, aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my Pokédex is complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a trainer with everything? I got Yankees and Pidgeys aplenty, Rattatas and Weedles galore. You want Zubat? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the Dragonite. I want to see them fighting, walking around with those, what do you call them? Pikachu. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they train all day in the hot sun. Wish I could be happy and free, playing Pokemon Go. And those are the kinds of crazy thoughts that I have at 3 a.m. I don't know if other people relate with this, but I also have like these kind of fake hypothetical conversations in my head with like people that don't exist yet. Yeah, this is not this is maybe turning into like a sordid tale of like Kanye West's personality, but I've realized that my beliefs have become so far to the left that like I don't even know what my kids are going to be more progressive about. Like, I like to say, and I'm not even joking when I say this, that for a post-humanist, post-gender, anti-neoliberal Black feminist, I'm a pretty fun and laid-back girl. Probably they're gonna be like, Mom, robots should have human rights. Why can't you see that? Like, they helped us build a better world. We should let robots be part of our legislative process. And I'll be like, rats? You think you know about rats? When I was born, we didn't have gender equality, same-sex marriage, gay rights, trans rights, universal health care, basic income. We got nothing. You ever tried reasoning with a boomer? Why, logic and critical thinking might as well have been an alien language to them. Most of them didn't even believe in climate change. I didn't fight for my rights just so as you can give them away to some non-organic entity. And my kids are going to say to their friends, like, oh, you know, she's actually a good person. She's like here to help homeless people back before AI solved the whole homelessness crisis. I just don't even try to talk to her about politics anymore. Speaking of kids and reproducing, I've also been thinking of the ways in which people definitely look for like totally incompatible traits in their future partners. Like, I'm really good at nodding and smiling and going along with the crazy things people say in the name of being a good listener and a good friend. But inside, I'm usually like dying. Like, people will say, I just want like an edgy guy with a lot of tattoos that I can bring home to my conservative parents. Someone who like rides a motorcycle but is really into commitment, and like really a teddy bear with abs of steel. So, okay, actually, I'm the only one who says the last one. But, you know, I also like to say that I'm going to meet my future husband, or I'm going to die alone trying. So, speaking of which, one of my favorite things about being in a relationship with someone with the same but way more extreme opinions as me is I can just sit back and be the one with a fair and balanced view, even though actually I'm very extreme. For example, my boyfriend thinks that all dogs are awful and that anyone who likes them just has Stockholm syndrome. And I can just be like, we should have stricter regulations on dog ownership and keeping animals on leash. Or like, he'll be like, apples are a garbage fruit, total trash. And I'll be like, you know, I like apples and chicken salad sandwiches. Or he'll say things like, okay, people should stop eating beef. Let's call it beef veganism. Which everyone's like, what is beef veganism? Like, you can't use the word veganism to mean the absence of a thing. And I can just be like, I'm a flexitarian. But basically, I'm a millennial, my boyfriend's a millennial, and I just have to keep reminding my millennial boyfriend that as millennials, we need to quiet down with our controversial but ultimately progressive opinions around boomers, because we need to set a good example for them. You know, like, we just really, like, we can't have this kind of banter going on. They're not going to understand it. We just need to, like, stick to the party progressive line around them, right? Because, like, they need so much help. Anyway, I'm making my boyfriend sound like he's crazy, but really just the most dysfunctional relationship in my life is with my voicemail inbox. So don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry about me. And that's all my material that I've
Don't worry about me. I might steal your catchphrase.
that is actually my personal catchphrase.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's a great set. How
Yeah.
are your neighbors doing? Can we get an update?
Yeah, we're good. I got a verbal agreement that the flute will not start until after I'm done with my set.
Good.
But I am definitely texting my roommate now so that the flute can happen.
You've clearly established yourself as like the alpha female.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I actually really enjoy installing myself as the master tenant, aka dictator of my realm.
Oh man, I'm actually really excited for our next performer. I believe he's the only person who's performed at every one of these shows except for me. Tyson, you there?
I'm here. Thanks so much, all. Love the costumes, all the groundwork that you're doing and making this a great show. I'm Tyson. Just a little bit about some maybe economic news. Stocks are at an all-time high, just as unemployment is at an all-time high, which is very strange. People seem to think that this is happening because of a day trading app called Robinhood. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically E-Trade for your phone. So I kind of think that the demographics driving the stock market today are the same people that spent $1,000 on Candy Crush, trying to connect their cherries together. And now they're out there trying to figure out 7-day moving averages. It's interesting that they have a figurehead who's the founder of Barstool Sports. If you don't know Barstool Sports, they are a blog of massholes from Boston who kind of created a sports media empire with podcasts and the like. And it's interesting that if you need some more context, like ESPN is to CNN what Barstool Sports is to Fox News. Like a bunch of white dudes telling it like it is, with a strong affinity for bleach blonde girls. And then their founder just recently went out and talked shit about Warren Buffett, saying has been on the new investing breed. I couldn't bet on sports, so I started betting on the stock market, and I'm killing it. Nobody can argue with that. It felt a little bit to me like an electronic DJ, just being like, yeah, Mozart was a has-been composing his Child's Play. And then, I think after 90 days in lockdown, having some of the reopening stuff was a little bit like getting on parole, which we immediately violated as a society. And the second corona wave disproves it. So we're going back into lockdown, but it would have been like if somebody got out on parole, stole a car, went to rob a gas station in order to pay for some drugs immediately. Because as soon as we got like a little bit of partial opening, people went out to bars, church gatherings, swimming pool parties. I mean, I know we've had too much faith in chlorine forever to like kill all the germs, so it's not a stretch that people are like, it'll get the corona too. We're a society that forever has sat in a stew of ball sack and armpit, cauldron with complete strangers that we just met in a hot tub. So I think all the old things that we used to do are pretty much, need to be revisited about what's coming back and how we're playing it. I've noticed that traffic is back, and I have had a very Corona-influenced road rage kind of outburst set lately. Like whenever there's just too many people on the road, there's no accidents, and we're just not going anywhere, I just look at the person in front of me and I'm like, fuck, I hope you're going somewhere unsanitary and you end up on a ventilator. And, like for those people that do the late lane merging, when you clearly saw that we had to all get in the same lane and you took too long, I hope your mask flies over your eyes and you careen into the telephone pole. But it's also extended to my home life because outdoor gatherings for my neighbors are now a thing. I didn't realize how peaceful and serene it was to have a backyard that wasn't filled with people on a first date staying up till 3 a.m., sharing revisionist life histories with each other. It's too cold. Like, stop clutching at your empty wine glass, like hoping that they'll make the first move. Like, I only thought that grad school was the only thing worthwhile, but then I got out into the field, and it's really rewarding to be in a job that pays me for something I'm good at and like to do. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know you blew your GMATs. Your buddy gave you a Facebook referral to a moderator job, and you have been fucking up all the political ads I've been hitting my screen. And then, still some of that unchecked anger is like going out. Like, there's some bartenders that live next door to me. They have days off, just trying to have a few beers, tell a few hookup stories. And I overheard a guy being like, yeah, like, dude, Jess was like, yo, do you know where the bar is? And I was like, yeah, I worked here for like 6 years. Like, bitch, I know where I'm going. And after I like checked her like that, she was like, dude, I had a sex dream about you. And then like we totally like made out at a random bar, and I think I could hit that. And like I stood by the edge of my window waiting for the obligatory, bro, am I right? Which I just wanted to throw up my window and be like, no, you're not right. I hope you make out with somebody very unsanitary and get put on a ventilator. I think some of my road rage and rage are starting to merge at this point. So despite all of my rage, I'm still just a boyfriend in a cage. I'm kidding. My girlfriend's on here. She's amazing. I just really like the Smashing Pumpkins. And we're really excited to move in together. And she's definitely not the type to try to tie me down. In fact, I think she wants to tie me up. Sensual and fun way. I am gonna miss all of the like fun things about staying over at her place though. Like she lives in a co-op full of queer women of color, and the other day I went over and took a shower, like used her soap. When I got back, she was like, "How'd you like that rose scented body gel?" And I was like, "How did I miss rose scent?" And then I thought about it, and I was like, "There's 5 people on this floor. That means that there's shampoos, conditioners, body gels, shaving gels." Like that's like 15 nozzles, all of various floral scents. Like nice lady smell. Like at some point, all of the lavender, elderberry, and lilac just get merged together into some sort of just steamed potpourri environment. So you'd have to have the nose of a bloodhound to discern any of the individual scents. And I've got a dude's nose attached to a dude's face. And I'm kind of worried, like, as we go forward and maybe we're looking at, like, paint swatches for the new place, like, I'm going to get asked the question, do you like the cerulean or the royal blue? And I'm not going to be able to tell the difference, so I'm just going to point at something. And the last fun bit that I have, I believe that her house, the architectural theme was amplify all noises everywhere. Even that house is just like having a Dixie cup to your ear that's tied to a string to another Dixie cup. You hear everything. And then when people are hooking up in that house, it like starts to gently sway like an earthquake. So order of operations is like you kind of, see your glass of water start to shake like ripples, like when the T-Rex is coming in Jurassic Park. Then you perk up your ears. You're like, I don't know what's happening here. And unfortunately or fortunately for those other folks, the other day, my girlfriend and I did like a chest to chest, like hug, and like a fart noise happened. We thought it was hilarious. So we instantly tried to replicate that. Which I think to anybody looking in the room, if there was somebody, they would have said, you are fucking all wrong. It's all torso. There's no hips. You're doing like little tiny push-ups on each other. And like, as that was happening, we were saying, like giggling like crazy, doing it and going, oh yeah, right there. Yeah. You lost it. Yeah, right there. That's good. And all you heard was like, and I think that there was probably a roommate downstairs somewhere that may have had somebody over for the first time, sharing revisionist life histories. Possibly a glass of wine sitting on the table as those ripples started to kind of float. Automatically perked up to hear, yeah, Right there. No, you're losing it. Oh yeah, that's it. And I can't help but believe that for them, that is my farting gift to the house. Thanks a lot. That's my time.
Yeah. Everyone, that's Tyson Bennett. Oh yeah.
Another great set, man. You've maintained your OG status on the show.
Original and continuing G.
Yeah.
OCG.
Oh man. Okay, I want people to do something. You know, if you're still on this, you know, if you can just, you know, turn on your microphone, take off your clothes, just
make some noise.
That was a great set, Tyson. I thought it might work, you know. Oh,
Please
man.
feel free to turn on your camera, unmute your microphone, say hello.
All right. Next up, I think. Next up, we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you there?
Oh my God, is this thing on?
That looks like it. No, it looks like your mom.
Sounds like her too.
Hello, everybody. My name's actually Virginia, and I'm very proud of my son for putting on his little show. He's doing fabulous.
All right.
Now let's get down to business because my son only gave me 5 fucking minutes to share some wisdom. You know, I give him life, I fold his underwear, and I only get 5 minutes. But you know, no worries. What else is a mother here for but to give and give? All right, so let's talk about COVID-19/20, hopefully not /21. Now, I'm not mad, guys, but I'm highly disappointed in all of you. I'm looking at the graph, and I see it's getting worse and worse, and I'm talking to you straight from my social distance compound. And just so that we know we're all on the same page, I spoke to a friend of mine, and I don't want to hear this, COVID's not real, because I spoke to my friend Barbara, who has a friend who works in North Shore General, and she says that it's bad, guys. So I'm going to need us all to focus and get ahead in the game here, okay? And now my friend Donald is very overwhelmed. Okay, I haven't heard him this upset since Melania blotted his hands at the inauguration back in 2018. Now I'm looking at all the little circles or all the little squares, and I'm seeing some of you might think you're too old. You don't need a mother. But you fucked up, so mommy's here to save everything, okay? Now I talked to the CDC on the Twitter, and they said that I could give you some tips. So, and I want to put my vote in November in person so the Democrats can't get ahead with their voter scam, you know? So straighten up and start acting right. So don't be on your phone distracted, checking out your toenails. Don't be doing anything weird like those swipe apps, like the Tinder or the Grindr. Mommy doesn't care which way you swing as long as you swing with a fucking mask. Okay. Alex, you look distracted. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Okay, we're gonna get through this together, Alex.
Thank you.
Now make sure you write everything down because I can't be doing everything for you, okay? And put these tips on a fridge with a magnet because your generation, you need repetition, you know? And it would be nice if you could send me when we see a downturn in the numbers next week, you'll know who to thank. And it would be nice if you could send me a card in the mail. But I'll understand if you're too busy for thanking me to save humanity, okay? Now let's get to business. All right, tip number 1. When in doubt, shout it out, okay? We're not playing nice anymore, people, okay? You see someone not adhering to social distancing, someone wearing the mask like a fucking chin strap, I need you to yell at these people, okay? Being polite is for times of prosperity, not when we're dying and my nails look like this. Tina's Nails is calling me, but I can't answer the call because I'm in my fucking compound. You can't do nails 6 feet away. The CDC recommends 6 feet distance between people, okay? So you bring your tape measure wherever you go and you check out to see what 6 feet is, okay, ladies? Now, ladies, you've probably been lied to in the past. You don't know what 6 feet is. That's why we have a tape measure, okay? So I'll tell you another story, a personal story of mine. So I'm sitting on the park bench, and this shithead, he comes up to me, and I'm like, get away, motherfucker, 6 feet. Okay, and I get my tape measure. And then he starts crying for his mommy. And she looks at me like I'm the animal. Okay, teach your fucking kid the imperial system, and then we won't have a problem. All right, so tip number 2, here we go. Okay, wash your fucking hands, you filthy animals. Okay, and I'm not talking about a spritz of Purell either. I'm fucking old school. Get your soap, get your water, and sing the happy birthday under your breath, because you know what? We're doing this for 20 seconds, people. And if this doesn't get done soon, I'll tell you who isn't having a happy birthday, and it's Jesus, okay? And if Jesus isn't happy, none of us in this family can be happy, okay? And number 3, my last tip, wear a mask. Wear a mask unless you want to get thrown in a casket. Wear a mask or you'll get thrown in a casket. Wear a mask so you're not spraying your fucking germs everywhere like a sprinkler system, okay? There are many benefits to wearing a mask. The first is you're not breathing in the germs of the COVID, okay? Second, you don't need to stare at Fat Tony's fat fucking nose anymore, okay? It's covered. Personally, I pair my mask with sunglasses and a scarf so no one can know who I am. I hated people before the coronavirus, and now I hate them even more. You think I forgot how y'all acted the first 3 months of this? Okay? I have toilet paper post-traumatic stress disorder, people. Okay? I don't need to say hi or smile or look anyone anymore, and that's the way I like it. Did everybody write that down? Do we all understand?
Got it.
Yeah.
And follow all these tips so I can fucking leave the house. And if you need any more tips or any motherly advice, slide into my DMs, as the kids say. So follow me, okay? Mommy loves you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. You behave now, okay?
Oh, we will. We will. Just don't watch my set, please.
You got it. I'm taking the wig off now.
I have to keep mine on. Oh, man.
I don't know what to say. She just revealed so much to me. I realized I've been suffering from TPPSD for several months now, and it's all just coming to the surface.
Yeah, aren't we all? This is just going to take a downward turn, everyone. We're just going to get depressing.
But we are in the home stretch. How many? We have
3 if you include me, but I wouldn't really call that a perform. I wouldn't call that comedy, you know. It's just here.
2 performers left, and Narek.
I moved the camera. You got to step this way.
Oh.
There you go. There we are. It's such a professional show. So well done. We even got the president on here. So next up is, there's about at least 4 of us who've popped our stand-up cherries on these shows. Tim was also at the original open mic, which is actually a live show back before, when we could congregate in groups. So Tim, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good to see you.
Yeah.
Let there be Tim. All right.
Okay, so I'm playing a song today for y'all. And maybe Narek, Brian, or whoever, you can tell me which one you want. You got 2 choices.
Okay.
I'm in a band in Oregon. It's called Impulse Control. So we write some songs. Some of them are funny. Here's 2. One is about the worst dive bar in Ashland, Oregon. The second one is about how I can't get a handle on dating apps. Which one do you want to hear tonight? No, they're too long. You can't hear both of them.
Dive bar it is.
Dive bar? Cool. Okay. Can you guys hear this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the dive bar, we as in our shows, we like to say we don't like bad business. So we've renamed the bar to the Lonely Soul Watering Hole.
Keep going. Keep keep going. You
And her text read, meet us downtown. We'll see you at the bar. And I've always heard the best of words about the nightlife, spoken in such high regard. So I flash my ID to some guy who thinks I might be really only 19. I get that a lot. So I get through the door and my feet start sticking to the floor. I'll be quite honest, this is not what I was promised. No ambrosia or pomegranate, just the loose composure and randy antics of grown children slowly getting old. It's the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. It's the lonely soul, water in a hole. Pray your Holy Ghost keeps your watering, watering, watering. So what now? We're just here sitting round, shouting over the blast of classic rock tunes. What do you mean, what now? We'd buy another round in hopes it'll somehow change our mood. Plus you get to try all your half-baked pickup lines. I've been to this bar 1,000 times thus far, and each time is worse than the last, but we all keep on coming back. Must be a quality we all lack. It's time to raise a glass to the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. It's the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. We can talk about 1,000 different things, but we only converse about the folks you can't stand to bring. This place is dead, let's go next door instead and drink over there until it too gets boring. I need to get out of here, but you'd say I'd miss the atmosphere, like the chance to watch a drunken brawl and avoid using the bathroom stall and stare at shit hanging on the wall. Well, God forbid I miss out on the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. It's the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. Yeah, I don't wanna be here anymore. It's time to go home. Yeah, I don't wanna be here anymore. Let's go to that lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. It's the lonely soul, water in a hole, where the lonely go and keep on watering, watering, watering. Thanks, folks.
It's amazing.
He does improv, he does stand-up, he does music. Guy does it all.
Thanks, Tim. That was awesome.
All right, we're in the home stretch. One more performer. He popped his stand-up cherry all over us last time.
I haven't washed my hands since.
I'm gonna keep using that phrase.
Give me a second. My video failed, by the way. Just a second. We'll leave and rejoin the meeting.
Quick stall.
Somebody be entertaining quickly. All right. I'll go. Why don't I go and then you'll go after me, Dan. You good with that?
He's rejoining, I think.
All right. Well, I guess I'll start my set.
Apologize, we have some technical difficulties here. Please bear with us.
Oh man, just some real highbrow comedy.
Narek, what was your favorite act of the night?
Oh, it's like picking, between my kids, and that like I hated all of them. And
I don't like any of your kids either.
I mean, I don't know any.
I'm back, guys. Sorry.
Who?
Oh well, thank God, Dan. This is going south fast.
Yeah.
We need you to rescue us.
All right.
I was trying to record. Apparently, the video camera was taken already. Anyway.
Well, take it away, everyone. This is Dan. This is his second performance in the online social distancing variety show series. All right.
Hey, guys. This was a really bad start, so, I'm glad I lowered your expectations sufficiently. Also, I hate it when the person before me is doing a really great job, so thanks, Timothy, I hate it. You mentioned you're in a band, Impulse Control. I'm also in a band, more like a group of people, actually. It's called Poor Impulse Control. So I am Dan, your 7th least favorite Bulgarian west of Divisadero. You probably remember my performance from last time, unfortunately. And today I'm here to talk to you about self-help books. Are you guys into those self-motivational, self-help books? Do you like them? Do you enjoy them? Do you read them? Yeah? No? Oh, so nobody's... Oh, some people are reading them. Nice. For all the people that are not reading them, I don't know. I guess you feel you're doing like the daily minimum basis to improve your life condition. Congratulations, motherfuckers. I don't care about you. For the guys that are actually reading and really into them, I have some really good pills. They help with anxiety and panic attacks. Yeah, I mean, I think that there is like a certain population which I adhere to that reads it's into those things. So yeah, I've been reading some of those. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Guess what my dad was? Was not from the people that are reading this book don't have rich dads. That's the hint. So, or any financial knowledge. Why would you have financial knowledge when you don't have money? 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is another one. I got to the 3rd. I think they should start with staying highly effective enough to finish the damn book. There's a good explanation why these things are not good. These are books, and it's pretty fucking boring. And today I just want to tell you that I think I found the best self-help content that you can find. It's already on Netflix, and you've already watched it. I'm talking about mafia movies. Mafia movies are the best thing that you can watch to, I don't know, motivate yourself. Let's talk about motivation. Let's talk about what the book says about motivation. All right. To stay motivated, you need to watch your goals, think about your goals. Imagine what the people on your funeral are gonna talk about. I don't know. I know what the people politely will not talk about on my funeral. I think that the word asshole will be conspicuously missing the whole fucking day. Let's do another approach. Imagine what a day in details after 5 years is gonna look like a day of your life. Bitch, I can't remember if I took a shit yesterday. You're telling me to imagine the whole day in 5 years? No, that's not gonna happen. I say, if we're gonna talk about motivation, let's imagine Breaking Bad. Let's imagine you're dying from cancer in the great country of United States. The country is coming to get you. The country is gonna take all of your money. The country is gonna leave your family dry, and then it's gonna let you rest in pieces. I think that the United States has already provided you with the best possible fucking desperate need to succeed that you can imagine. There's no more time for sleep, boys, only time to cook meth, to launder money, and to distribute, or, you know, do boring ass shit, legal work, if that's up in your alley. I'm not the one to judge. I don't know, after one episode of Breaking Bad, I feel so motivated. I gotta do something about it. I gotta cook or, you know, work, or you know, watch another episode of Breaking Bad. Procrastination is something we're gonna cover some other time, okay? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about regrets. You know that regrets is like a big time waster, like dwelling in the past. It's just a bad thing you can do. Like, you know, take your lesson, move on. Let's see what the book says. You should not dwell in the past. Yeah, sure. You should watch your goals. Yeah, I know that already. You should live in the present moment. What the fuck is this shit? Is this 60s again? No. Do you remember this scene in Sopranos? They killed the waiter. Like, they got a bit annoyed with the waiter, you know, wise guys, they get annoyed a lot. They throw a rock at him. He got seizures, and then they have to solve the problem. They shoot him. Is it bad? It's kind of bad, right? But is it tragic? Well, yeah, it's tragic. Husband, father, probably. Is it something that they are gonna let them slow them down? No, there's no more time for that. You gotta move on. They just shrug it out. You know, it's a good lesson. They just shrug it out. What you gonna do? What you gonna do indeed? Well, motherfucker, you just killed a person. Well, what you gonna do? It's a first-degree murder. Well, what you gonna do? The great philosophy in life. Your boss fired you. Well, what you gonna do? You killed the squirrel with the car. Well, what you gonna do? Well, the squirrel was in agony. Was crying with its little paws. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Also, it might have not been me killing the squirrel. No, it was me, because my friend in the car said, yeah, it was definitely fucking you, man. I saw it crawling after the car. Fucking squirrel and fucking friend. Anyway, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Thanks, Paulie. Thanks, Christopher, my mentor murderers. You've shown me the way. It's a good life lesson. Fuck. Fucking squirrel. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about productivity and waking up early. Let's see what the book says. Wake up at 6 a.m. Okay. Write down your thoughts. What the fuck? Meditate. We are really in the fucking 60s in those books. Fuck that. Wake up at 6 a.m. How about not go to sleep? How about after dinner, grab a shovel, go dig a tunnel? I'm talking about motherfucking El Chapo, guys. Do you know who El Chapo is? You know who El Chapo is. Visionary, genius. He's done so much. He goes from rags to riches, to prison, to riches, to rags, to all of his friends dead and he's in maximum security. Doesn't matter how it ends. What matters is the journey. What matters is the friends you lose along the way. Well, some of them are dead, but not all of them. Most of them. Is he regretting that he did those things? Is he regretting that he was working so hard? Well, probably. He's in maximum prison. Thinking about all his dead friends. But that's not the point. He's fucking hard worker. He gets things done. GTD, gets shit done. GSD. GSD embodied in the earthly and slightly chubby form of El Chapo. It's my vision. Self-help books. Fuck that. So, anyway, I think it's getting late. I have some things to do. Well, maybe after one episode. Thanks, guys. That's me.
Woo! Right, everybody.
A lot of good sign-offs tonight.
Excellent. Daniel, that was your second time doing stand-up. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That's excellent.
He was
very, very good.
He was sitting down.
Oh, scratch that. But you guys, guess what? So our final performance is up next, and this is the guy who gave birth to this whole series. So as we've seen earlier, he's popped a lot of people's stand-up cherries. This guy does not like cherries. He sees them, he pops them, and now I present to you our headliner, our feature, our organizer, and our friend, Narek.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Before I start, let's hear it one more time for our hosts. Took you guys a second. All right. What are we going to talk about? So I've been doing some Zoom dating. Anyone else doing that? Yeah. Let me just fix the camera. Yeah, so like my friend says to me, hey Narek, if you're gonna go on more of these Zoom dates, like maybe you should fix your background. But not quite sure the background's the problem. More and more I'm starting to think there might be something in the foreground that's turning women off. Yeah. Like, you know, I'll turn on my camera and all of a sudden they're the comedian. You look like Robin Williams fucked a gorilla. Women are mean. Like, I don't need a Zoom background. I need a Snapchat filter. I have one that filters out desperation. Everyone buckle up, it's gonna go down. So like you guys heard if you're having casual sex during the quarantine, like you're supposed to be wearing masks to prevent transmission. Like one time I didn't have a mask, so this girl made me wear a paper bag. This was back in January. So my friend says to me, Narek, I love your self-deprecating jokes. I say, what self-deprecating jokes? Oh, you mean my cries for help? They're hilarious. So Mariko, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm
I don't actually want to hear your answer. You're good? You're good?
Yeah.
Holding the cat's tight?
Yeah.
I've started playing Pokemon Go again. I thought you'd appreciate that. I mostly do it because I like to pretend it's still 2016. I did catch an interesting Pokemon the other day. It's a level 19 COVID. Didn't even have to use a Pokeball. I just licked the doorknob. I'm no longer a Pokemon master. I'm more of a Pokemon breeder now. Well, you know, that does lead me to the other hobby I've picked up during quarantine. I'm a super spreader. Kind of like being it's kind of like being an Instagram influencer, but the stuff I'm spreading is less toxic. maybe Instagram influencer isn't the right word. It's more like an Instagram influenza. That one's pretty bad. Yeah. So I had to put my cat down the other day. That's hilarious. No, it's really tough. But like one of the hard parts about that is, or one of the nice parts is the doctor who put her down sent us like a letter saying, "Dear Narek, I could tell your cat was very special, and I'm sorry you lost your friend." said the guy who killed her. Like, geez, haven't you done enough already? Just leave us alone. You don't need your crocodile tears around here. Did you guys ever used to play that game? Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? When you guys played that in preschool, did it always land on the same kid? Because it did for us. And what was his name again? Ari Schwartzman? And it would go, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Ari stole the cookie from the cookie jar. And then the teacher would proceed to go on a long rant about how Ari had been taking all of our cookies and taking over the banks. George Soros was involved somehow. Oh man, whenever we were playing with blocks, it'd be like, build a wall. It would be on the other side. Oh my God. We're gonna shut that down right there. That joke is over. A story is supposed to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, but not Instagram stories. Those just have like insecure people who want attention. Once upon a time, a bunch of yuppies ordered brunch. It's not a story. Oh, hey, look, there's a sequel. Yeah, I did too much LSD the other day. I got acid reflux. I had to get the AC to come down. What else? So like, I think we all agree that Black Lives Matter, but where do we stand on white dudes with dreads? Like, all right, fine, I guess their lives matter, but I'm not going to that march. I recently learned like the prefix "vac" in vaccine means like cow, so like the word Vacaville means cowtown, or like evacuate means get your cows and get out. Vacation is time away from your cows. The vacancy is the absence of cows. Hold on, we're gonna milk this cow bit, you guys. Yeah, so like my coworker recently broke the glass ceiling and she got praised. Meanwhile, I broke the glass conference room table and I got fired. I don't get it. And like, let's talk about this cancel culture that's going around. I don't like it because you can't cancel a person. I mean, maybe in the first trimester. Decision a woman should make with her doctor. That's the line I added to make myself seem slightly more likable. Along the coast. Won't work in the Midwest or everywhere else. Yeah. Where are we going with this? Recently got a targeted ad for Viagra. And like on one hand, I'm kind of offended that they think that I'm disappointing my partner in the bedroom. On the other hand, I'm kind of flattered that they think I have somebody to disappoint. Besides, like, disappointing your partner in the bedroom is so tired and played out. I like to find more like deeper and meaningful ways to disappoint my partners. Like get into long-term relationships where you both think you'll end up together, only to like break up over a fight about the color of a dress on the internet. Let's face it was never about the blue dress. I hate rehashing these old fights with your ex because then you have to like mansplain everything to her all over again. I mean, I guess it was mansplaining back then. Now that she's my ex, it's explaining. Hold on. Yeah, you know, one of the nice things about being single is you get to break mic stands. This mic's not even on. We're using a shotgun mic. But I'm gonna use it anyways. So like one of the nice things about being single is like you can think about how there's like someone out there that one day you're gonna spend the rest of your life with and you don't even know it yet. You know, like she could be riding her vintage beach cruiser to the beach, or you know, signing up for a Russian mail order bride service. You know, she could be getting her legs screwed on in a sex doll factory. Or maybe it's someone I already know, like somebody who's been beside me the whole time. I wish I could leave you on a less bleak note, but I literally have no more jokes left. I'm gonna borrow Mariko's line and say, "Don't worry about me, you guys."
All right, everybody, that's Narek. Amazing, Narek. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we want to thank everybody for joining tonight. This is another great show. Maybe the last one of these that we do distantly. We'd love to do this in person sometime. But I personally would like to thank Jacob, Trapped in a Rumor, Alex, Dan, Roz, Dean, Mariko, Tyson, Elizabeth, Tim, Daniel, and our host.
Our hosts.
All right. Well, thank you all. So that concludes our show. We'll leave the camera on and just kind of like hang out and start to pack up. But yeah, let's hang out a little bit, I guess.
Woo! Yeah, what are you guys doing after the show?
Narek single is therapy.
Thanks for having me. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.
Bye, friends.
Hey, by the way, it's Dan's birthday. Everybody say happy
Oh, yeah,
birthday.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God,
birthday,
happy
Dan.
birthday.
Good, yeah.
Happy birthday. Still connected?
Yeah, we are.
Connected?
All right, everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Let's go.
How much do I have?
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
If you charge Narek, then he can charge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sounds good.
That's
What now?
the plan.
Narek's in charge.
Nice. Get up there, Allison.
Narek's in charge.
That's cool.
Okay, that was excellent. All right.
Oh man.
Cool.
Did we get a recording of that?
Towards the end, I think.
Starting on like the What's that? How did you turn the light on?
It just came on. I don't know.
Yeah. Why is it on sometimes and off sometimes?
All right, I'm gonna disconnect this shit.
All right, so we're gonna sign off. All right. Good night, everybody. What
is with this potato guy? He was a pickle during that whole.
What the fuck is that?
That whole thing.
All right.
Bye, Narek. Thanks for having us.
You won the first hurdle.
Brandon, Kevin, bye.
First one jumped the first. I don't know. There's a hurdle. You passed it.